Is anybody there? Can you hear me? This is where I am. Camera's shaking around. The camera's shaking around. That's better. Nobody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Could somebody give me the nod? Nobody wants to talk to me. Hello, Heath. Hello, Durian. Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Can you hear my dulcet Essex tones? Hello, Steve. How are we, sir? How are we doing over across the river? All good? Thank you very much. Thank you, Heath. So, I don't know if Steve recognises this area. There's a clue. He's probably walked around here a few times. I'm glad you're all good over the river, over the bridge. Hello, Steve in New England. How are we, sir? How many sugars do you have in your coffee? Is 2 or 3 a bit too excessive? I don't like it to be too bitter, like me. So what's going on in the world today? How are we, lovely people? What's going on? What's the news? Talk to me. Oh, you want me to talk? What's a typical day in the life of Manila? Okay. Oh, Billy, you always have some good questions. So for me, I get up. Well, today I was quite late. I didn't get up till 7:45 today. I was quite late today. Normally I'm up around 7, and I will go up to the roof deck and I will take my coffee up there, go across the road, get some water for my coffee. I have a sachet of coffee. So you wanted a typical day, so I'm going to explain to you in detail. So I get a 3-in-1 Capico Black sachet of coffee, get hot water from across the road, the Sari Sari store, go up to the roof deck in the sunshine, hopefully, do a 10-minute walk across the swimming pool yard, like a prison yard walk, to get me stretching, and then sit and have a coffee, and then swim, and then write my diary, and then Victor will come up. He'll got up about 8 o'clock, and then sit chatting to him for about an hour. So the first couple of hours of my day is up on the roof, enjoying the sunshine and writing my diary, and then I will do some work. I will start editing a video or start writing a script for a video. People have said, what do you do all day? Well, I make videos. So the next couple of hours I'll be doing something on iMovie or writing a script, and then around 12 I will go for lunch with Victor at the Carinderia nearby, and then continue working in the afternoon, and then either go for another swim, and then go for something to eat, and then watch some Netflix or go out for a drink. It's quite a routine. But yeah, it's a good routine. I like it. My mornings in the sunshine by the swimming pool are the best. I just love that morning. That is, I can't beat that morning. I don't know about you, Steve, in Mandaluyong, how you spent your morning, but that first couple of hours is really quite special. And then it goes downhill after that. Anyway, where are we? So that answers your question. Yeah, and then I will go, some afternoons I will go out filming or I'll go out walking. A typical day is spent quite a lot in front of the computer, to be honest. Okay, Steve. Sunny San Diego. I'm glad it's sunny there. Hello, Uptown. Where are you, Kuya? You're just down the road. I will probably be walking down that way later on, so I might bump into you. Yeah, of course, David. Yeah, that happens all the time, David. A complete random stranger. I don't know if you noticed last week when I was sitting. Well, actually, they weren't strangers. I actually knew Niels. But other times when I've been sitting having a coffee, people have come up and said hi. So yeah, of course I am. I am an affable chap, as you should know. So yes, it's all good to say hi. You're about to head to Landers. What are you going to get? I've still got a Landers membership from Cebu, which covers I think there's 3 Landers in the Philippines. One in Cebu, one in Manila. There's one in somewhere else, I think. I might be wrong. But Landers is, for those who don't know, Landers is like an upmarket supermarket chain. You have to pay membership to get in. It's quite weird, actually. So if you go into a normal supermarket here, and you walk around, and as you exit the supermarket, a guy will just tick your receipt as you go out. But in Landers, where you pay money to join, they will go through every item of your shopping, checking off each item on the list, which is crazy for a supermarket that you pay to join. Surely you have better privileges as a member, but no, not a Landers. Crazy. I love masturbating. Yeah, I masturbate all the time. I'm masturbating with you, lovely people. It is more fun in the Philippines, Billy. I am a morning person. Steve, what time do you get up? What time do you get up in the morning, and what's your routine? What do you do when you get up? Hello, Brian. Are you're at work still, or what? What's happening? Are you still on the night shift, or what's going on? Cold northeast. Well, yeah, you'll be here soon, so don't worry about it. Okay. Swim at 6. Oh, here we go. Swim at 6 a.m. every day in gym 5 days. That's 5. Okay, so I used to. How old are you, Steve? If you don't mind me asking. When I was in my 40s and 50s, I was still going to the gym 3 or 4 times a week. I was going. But now, I actually feel better just going twice a week. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need to do more stretching. As I've got older, I need to do more stretching nowadays. Actually, to be fair, where's some wood? My body is in a good shape. It's one of the best shapes. Not just shape physically, but shape by working out and walking most days. My body is in a good shape at the moment. My body is in a good shape. Ooh, Mrs. Where are we? If you please don't bother me. Oh, Bill, I will be bothering you in a few weeks' time, mate. Are you British? Slightly. UK ain't UK anymore. No, it hasn't been UK since I left. I left 2019. So yeah, I'm just not aware what's going on in the UK, apart from the football. So yeah, it's not. Too much info. Too much info about what? About my routine. Somebody asked a question, and I'm very thorough. I've got to touch the OCD. See, Billy's the only one who's asking decent questions. How different is the vibe? That's a very good question, because it is totally different. The vibe is totally different in these areas of BGC Makati. If you go into the proper Filipino area, it's just the same, but there is a different vibe. There's a totally different vibe here. And as I said in the video, which you've probably not watched, I don't really feel that comfortable in these areas. It just feels a bit wrong. Your dad used... No, it's not my dad. Lawrence of Arabia. It's actually your mother's father. If you're losing your hair, check your heritage of your mother, because my mother's father was totally bald by, well, I think I only met him when he was around 50, and all I know of my grandfather on my mother's side was he was bald and smoked old woodbines, and he was a drinker. So my mother's relationship with her father wasn't great. So yeah, he didn't have any hair. That's where it comes from. Islander's a good spot for taking a date. I've not been to Landers in Manila. I've only been to Landers in Cebu, and in Landers in Cebu, they've got half a dozen restaurants there or something in the foyer in the Landers in Cebu. Good. I wouldn't say it's a good place to take a date. I know. That's the answer to my question. Thank you, Barry. Barry, you're saying some dodgy things. I think I might get rid of you in a minute if you're not being nice. Oh yeah, I remember. Sorry, Steve. Yeah, you have told me. I remember. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, Billy. Any questions? Here we go. Tim says 110,000. Well, I'm going to be bringing a video out. Next week, I'm going to be bringing a budget video of my last 6 months in Manila. Sorry, my last 6 months in the Philippines, which covers half traveling and half. 3 months I spent traveling around Bohol. Where else did I go? Dumaguete, Mindanao, mainly Mindanao for 3 months, and then I've spent 3 months here in Manila. So I'll be doing a budget video of my 6 months, and yes, 110,000 pesos is easy enough for me. If you've been following my videos, you know how tight I am, or frugal, for want of a better word. You'll know that it's easily doable. Unless you stay in this area here and you're spending what 40,000 pesos a month on rent. But Steve, if you don't mind, you can answer this or not. What is your budget for a month? Steve lives across the way in Mandaluyong. What place are you in? Good question. I am actually in. This is BGC, the whole area is BGC in Metro Manila, and I'm in Forbes Town, and this is Burgos, get out of the way, Burgos Circle in Forbes Town. It's a lovely little area, Rialto, no I didn't yet. Sorry, I'll have to do that. Lumpini Park, oh, it's gorgeous. How is the air now in Lumpini Park? Well, it's now beginning of March. Well, it's 1st of March. How is it? How is the air now in Bangkok? Has it got better? I love Lumpini Park. You're probably aware I used to go there and do my exercises with the other old guys. And this, I can't remember how old this other guy was. I used to see him in the park. I used to see them in the park every day in Lumpini Park, and they were lovely guys, but they spoke no English. But they were really lovely guys, and they would always say, they would always nod and say hello. And one of these guys was probably 70 odd, and he was showing me pull-ups. Brilliant. He was brilliant. Yeah. So Lumpini Park. Yeah, I love that place. Can you, so my flat, Johnny, I'm not actually in a flat at the moment. I am staying in a hotel. The idea was to get a flat when I came back to Manila, but I sort of love my hotel and love the swimming pool, and I've been in no rush. I'm hesitating here because I've been in no rush to look around for a condo or apartment or flat or whatever. That was the plan. Now, if I'm going to be going off travelling again and I have a flat, oh, he's back again, this noisy street cleaner. Just shows that they clean the streets around here. Just goes to show, as you can hear him. As I'm going to be moving, every 3 months or so, I'm going to be going somewhere else, going to another part of the Philippines. I'm going to Cebu. Shut up! End of the month, Bill, if you can hear me. Are you around? And then I'm going to be going to Leyte. So, do I keep hold of a flat? I know another vlogger has just released a video about getting a new condo somewhere outside Dumaguete. But then he's going to be travelling a lot around the Philippines, around Asia, and so he's going to be leaving this condo empty, paying $400 a month for a few months a year. I can't afford that. So at the moment I'm just staying in a hotel, in answer to your question. We got there. And yes, Bill, end of the month, are you around? I need to get back to slumming it with the working classes. That's true, I do. Well, actually, I slum it during the day, and then I just come over to the posh quarter for an expensive coffee. There's nothing wrong with being. Thank you, okay, Billy. Yeah. Ricky Drama. Which one's Ricky Drama? Ricky Drama. Ricky Drama. Oh, Rike. Do you mean Rike? No, he didn't. Did he mention me? Hottie behind you, yeah. This is the hottie behind me. I think she's gone in there. This is a hottie area, Burger Circle. If you come down here at night time, you'll find all the ladies who work out where you don't find in other parts of the Philippines. They do in Burger Circle in Forbstown. All the ladies who work out gather here. Now I'm going to have a load of expats going to be sitting on the benches now. Davao City. Somebody else said that on one of my comments yesterday. Davao City is a great city. I love Davao City. If I wasn't here, if I wasn't in Cebu, I would probably be in Davao City. Davao is great. Yeah, I love it. Are you there, or are you just asking, Lisa? Or are you just asking for a shout out? Davao is brilliant. Two homes in Mindanao and condo, but all paid. Oh my gosh! Fred's got two homes in Mindanao. Oh, brilliant! So where in Mindanao are your homes, if you don't mind me asking? I love Mindanao, as you're probably aware. Okay, Rialto. Okay, that's it. Okay, Rialto. Could you leave a comment to remind me, because I completely forgot when you told me last week, so please leave a comment below. And if you haven't liked, please could you like, always come here and get loads of flyers around me. Could you please like the live stream if you're liking it? If you're not, don't like it. Santa Clarita. Yeah. Okay, so my plan, you're the only one asking questions. Okay, Billy, so I need to answer them. I just sat back for the scenery. I get quite tired of travelling around quite a lot. So for the last year, I travelled around for quite a lot of time. So my idea of coming to Manila and settling here was the fact that I got quite irritable about travelling around so much. But the problem with staying in one place for 3 months is you also get a bit stir crazy. So hence my trips to Cebu and Leyte coming up. I do get a bit stir crazy if I'm in one place for too long, but I do like staying in one place. It's like, you know, it's weighing things up. It's a balance of, yeah, going off, seeing places, and then coming back and settling for a few months again. Hello, Geezer. How are we, my friend? Hello, Alan. How are we doing? How's the driving? Not fasting. I am fasting. I'm drinking coffee and I've got my biscuit. You just reminded me of my biscuit. Hang on, I need to get the biscuit out. I don't eat until 12, yeah. So I am sort of fasting, having coffee, water, and one of these. Now, if you haven't had one of these, Choco Mucho with sea salt, it's gorgeous. Have one of them. It will change your life. One Oasis. Okay. Good morning. One Oasis. So I was there last year. Where was I in One Oasis? I was in I was in One Oasis. Sorry, in CDO. Good morning. Yeah, I didn't stay in One Oasis Davao. In Davao, I stayed. Where did I stay? Primavera. One Oasis in CDO was horrible. They're renovating it, and it's going to take another 5 years. Dipolog's lovely. Got that lovely boardwalk. I've been there twice in the last year. I love Dipolog. Is that Surgal? Oh no, Sergio Osmena. Oh, top of the mountain. Yeah, that would be a bit out of the way for me. I need to have. There's really not many coffee, tea. Where am I? Coffee bean. There's really not many coffee bean and tea leaves up that mountain. Kuya, that's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much, my friend. That's very kind of you. You shouldn't have done that. You've got $5 less to spend in Landers now. What are you going to do? You're going to cut down on your crisps. Saying that, the Philippines doesn't have great crisps. I thought I'd throw that out there. I do go off on a tangent at times. So crisps. Can anyone tell me good crisps in the Philippines? Because I can't find them. There's great crisps in Thailand. Great crisps all over the world. But Philippines, they don't do crisps. They don't import decent crisps here. Correct me if I'm wrong. The air in Bangkok has improved the past week. Okay, it's been raining, okay. The air quality, to be fair, in Manila, I feel is fine. I feel it, yeah. People talk about the air quality in Cebu or Manila being not great, but I feel it's fine. I never suffer much. Well, I never suffer at all with the air quality here, as I have done in Thailand many times. January, February in Thailand was horrible. Come to the Netherlands. I have been. I've been to the Netherlands. The Netherlands is great. I love the Netherlands. Parabology. You obviously haven't watched my Puerto Galera, Sabang area of Mindanao, Mindoro vlogs, so you need to go back through my back catalogue, as it were. Yes, I've been there. I like the beach. I like White Beach, but Sabang town didn't really take much liking to. But the White Beach is lovely, and it has a lovely strip of bars, a few bars along the beach, which is my favourite. A nice beach and strip of bars or restaurants overlooking the beach is my favourite type of beach. So it does have potential, but not as good, I would say, as Boracay. It's Boracay. You're around for a couple of months. Brilliant. Okay, so you'll be here. Take care, Joshua. Okay, so I look at the question and I look at who sent it. And again, it's okay, Billy. Okay, so I have been traveling with a 20k backpack. Sorry, not backpack. I came to the Philippines with a backpack. No, it wasn't actually 20k. It was more like 10k, and that was it. I came with a 10k backpack, and then I thought, and as I was traveling around, and I started getting a bit weary of traveling with a backpack, an old man traveling with a backpack. I got a wheelie case. So I got a wheelie case, and I've been traveling with that. but that is now a 20k wheelie case, and my small backpack that carries my laptop and all my computer equipment. I've been traveling with that. So what I'm doing from now is I'm ditching the suitcase and just going to be traveling with a small backpack, a small hold-on, a carry-on for the plane, because my clothing, you're probably going to say, yeah, we noticed that, doesn't weigh more than 3 kilo. So on a 7 kg backpack, I can get all my clothing in there, get my laptop, get my computer equipment in there, and that'll be fine. That'll be the way to go. So yeah, I don't want to travel again. It takes the joy out of traveling. Even if you're traveling not very long, it takes the joy out of traveling with a big wheelie case and a backpack with your computer gear in. So I'm cutting down. In answer to your question, I'm cutting down. Not before too long. For the last year, I've been traveling with that wheelie case, and it has just got too much. You shouldn't have done that, Alan. That's very kind of you. I think somebody asked this before. I don't really reveal my body count, but it's better than it was in the UK, to be sure. Yeah, there's a nice place, Fred, on the seafront. It was on the corner, a nice coffee shop, and you might know this. It's got lovely architecture. Furniture. The seat and the table. You might recognise this. We're roundish. It's got in it, but they didn't have many seats, and it only opened, I think, about 8 o'clock. I think, but it's a lovely spot on the corner for coffee. And I think it's called Tay. I think it's a tea. I think it's meant to be a tea place, but they serve coffee. How am I going to tell my Filipino wife in the US that I'm going to visit the fields for 3 weeks and not raise any suspicion? Just go. Just don't tell her. Just walk out the door. Pack a small backpack and just walk out the door. Just don't tell her. Just don't answer your phone. You're cutting down from the crisps because there are no decent crisps. If there were decent crisps here, I'd eat more than crisps. I love crisps. With a beer, I love crisps with a beer. It's a little bit loud around here. And there's a place I go for a sundowner in BGC. They give you monkey nuts with your beer, which is lovely. You love BGC, that's great. Have you been anywhere? Have you stayed anywhere else in Manila apart from BGC? Kuya. There's a couple of Kuyas. You work out so you can drink. Well, I'm not going to state the obvious. I've cut down a lot, as Bill will be pleased to hear. When I left Cebu last, where was it? End of April last year, I left Cebu and I was a lot heavier than I am now. I was probably 8 kg heavier. And that is probably down to beer and my bad cooking. I was eating a lot of bacon and eggs and bread. And yeah, that is probably why my body went a bit off the rails when I started travelling and my body seized up when I went to Boracay. So yeah, I've certainly cut down on the drinking. In fact, last night I had, this is quite funny, I had 3 beers. 330 ml. Where's Peter from Australia? Because I was having a conversation with Peter Thomas from Australia, who was on his third or fifth tinny in Australia. Anyway, I only had 3, and I felt like I had 6 or 10. 3 is enough for me now. Well, or a little bit more, but not as many as 10. I think you should check out my back catalogue, Para. Okay, so Brian, so where are they? Those spate crimes? I'm not really worried about them. No. If if you look, no, I don't really think about that because I mean, as I said in a previous video, I don't carry much with, well, apart from my video camera and apart from my phone, I don't carry much money with me really. So yeah, I don't really. And where are they taking place? These crimes against foreigners. I mean, I've seen them pop up on a feed somewhere, but I'm not worried about it. Where is this at? This is in BGC in Manila. If you haven't liked, can you please? I haven't drunk any of my coffee. I can't believe this. It's been sitting there for what, half an hour. Sorry for just watching me drink my coffee, but I need to hydrate. To flee Europe for a week or two. Well, it's got to be 2 weeks. If you're coming here this far, if you're coming to Asia, in my opinion, if you're spending 10 hours on a flight, then it's got to be either one of the beaches in the Philippines or one of the beaches. It depends. Do you like beaches? I went a bit high there. Woo! Do you like beaches? Is that your point of getting away from the cold European winter and going to a beach? I would go to one of the beaches somewhere in the Philippines or somewhere in Thailand. That's what I would do. Somewhere in Asia. It's got to be worth your while. There's no point taking a 10-hour flight there and back for a week. So Lex says, are the girls at Burger Circle as easy to meet date as the simple province girls? Absolutely not. For me. Okay, so there's a couple of, down here, there's a couple of bars. Dr. Wine, where all the girls go. And there's a lot of younger foreign guys here in their 30s, 40s. I am completely invisible, Lex. As an old man in Burger Circle, I am not even looked at. I am looked straight through. They don't even know I'm here. So, in answer to your question, no, not at all. In fact, I've said this before. When I was in Manila 2 years ago, in this area, twice I got the handoff by one of these upmarket, I'm too good for you girls. Twice I got the actual handoff, like, do not even bother coming near me, old man. So that's part of it. So I don't even bother. Yes, as Alan says, go to Bohol. Panglao is a great spot. Where am I? Don't get too excited about that one. That one's not. Anyway, 6 months. Okay, so Kuya Dave's Adventures. That's what I started doing when I first started travelling to Tyler during the winters. Tyler? Who is Tyler? When I started travelling to Thailand during the winters, I was doing that. I was doing 6 months in the UK and 6 months in Thailand for 2 years, and then I did the same with India. So before I came to the Philippines, that was my plan. My plan was to do a 6 month here and then go home for 6 months. And then of course due to COVID I didn't do that and I've stayed. So 6 months is a good idea. If you're still a bit younger and still want to keep your home and you're still not ready yet, 6 months is a good idea. And also it's nice to keep in contact with your loved ones and football back home. Hello Ben, how are we? Where are you? Travel light, exactly, travel light. How come no one talks about Quezon City? I was actually in a conversation yesterday with a girl with Quezon City. I was actually in a conversation yesterday with a girl who lives in Quezon City, and she lives in Fairview. And she said, let me just check where you are on the map. And she came back about 45 minutes later and said, you're too far. So I might go to Quezon City today or tomorrow. I've been there a couple of times. It's Quezon City is great, but I do prefer this part of the river. So yeah, Paul, tell us the benefits of Quezon City. For those who don't know, what was your impression of San Juan La Union? Hello Stephen, nice to see you. I love your comments on my videos. Victor, who is here now, I went with him to La Union 2 years ago. It's brilliant. La Union is a lovely spot. It's got a lovely beach. It's got great restaurants. It's got a lovely vibe. Beach is a little bit brown, but it's a lovely vibe. It's a lovely arty vibe. It's very nice. So yes, I would go there. It's a good spot. Where are we? Cebu area. Shouldn't they try and outlaw those loud pipes? It'd be those loud pipes. Okay. Saying that I'm a lucky man, Brian. You're a lucky man too. Where am I? I'm always get the nuts with the beer. Yeah. They cut down on their monkey nuts. They started giving half portions of monkey nuts with their beers because I was probably eating. And then every time I said, "Can you refill this?" they said, "Well, you need to order again." Before they've cut down. They're running out of monkey nuts. Monkey nuts are in short supply in BGC. Oh, where am I? McCarthy is my go-to. Exactly, McCarthy. I love McCarthy. I love McCarthy. Just walking around Greenbelt and that area of Greenbelt is a lovely area around Salcedo Market. It's a great spot. It's a great spot. So McCarthy, exactly. McCarthy and BGC are good spots. Well, they probably do have decent imported crisps at Landers, but the decent imported crisps are going to come at a premium imported price. Yeah, not fit for my budget. You're working on cutting down the booze. Cut down the booze on the booze, Kuya. Now you've said it now on my live stream. You've said it now that you're going to cut down on the booze. When I'm live streaming and we see you in the street, I'm going to ask you about your cutting down, Kuya. Your alcohol was as high as your grocery bill. What do you need to cut down? Where am I? Where are you at? Brandon. I'm in BGC, in Forbestown, BGC. Burgos Circle, to be exact. Where are you, Brandon? Oh, Kevin's not talking about street robbery. You're talking about being robbed by a nice looking foot. Well, that's a bit stupid, isn't it? Don't do that. Smash the like button. Thank you, Brian. How many are watching? Not many today. Bad girls, many places. Exactly. You've got to be on your toes. You shouldn't be robbed. Don't let them rob you. Washington State. Okay. Hello, Zail. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you too. Yeah. I wish I had the movie star's bank balance. I do, Brian. Yeah, I do. I do keep. I've still got my Halifax, and so it's actually my address in the UK is registered under my good friend Brian's name. In my letters go to his home in Brighton, so I do have a UK address in Brighton. So all my stuff goes to him, and then he will send it by FedEx to wherever I'm staying. If I'm staying, well, last time he sent it to my condo in Cebu last year. So, and it takes about a week. So FedEx aren't meant to send you, well, they don't like sending bank cards. They say they don't send bank cards, so you need to disguise your bank cards as a birthday card or something. Just make sure it's solid and doesn't feel like a bank card. Yeah, so it's quite easy. It's quite easy. And hopefully when I retire, I won't tell them where I am in the world. Now they know. I am in Asia, yeah. I'm in the Philippines. Calling someone a muppet is quite a nice term, really. Calling someone a muppet, oh you muppet. It's like an idiot, but it's like a friendly idiot. It's not like an extreme word. Calling someone a muppet is quite nice. So don't worry, you can go around all day today calling people muppets and they won't take too much offence. That's a good question, Lex. People do say, I feel that McCarthy is more real because McCarthy... Okay, so BGC is a bubble. It literally is a bubble. It's like a way in and a way out. So it does feel unreal to the real Philippines. And McCarthy, it's like you've got sorry stores. You've got other. You feel like you're in the Philippines in McCarthy because you're next to Filipino neighbourhoods that you aren't through a wall. So I feel that McCarthy is nicer in that respect. Okay, so let's. Exactly. If you're not gagging on jeepney exhaust, exactly. But also, if you're not gagging on, if you're on the back of a motorbike taxi and the motorbike in front of you is spreading his germs as well. There's a lot of idiots online today. Why is that? Why am I attracting a lot of idiots today? It depends, Eric's. If I stay home alone, I'm not always home alone. Yes, Smithy, it's your new word, muppet. Why not? People, it's okay. Calling someone a muppet is not that extreme. Like, well, people probably won't know what muppet means anyway. No, I think you're fine. Hello, Eric. Okay. You're right. That's Monday. Monday, Tuesday. When on Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday is good. BBC sounds like an ivory tower. How about BWC, Bill? YouTube and idiots are synonymous. Exactly. Yeah. Right. I'm having one of my biscuits. You've run out of questions. There's a bit of Reese's peanut butter in there. You're in Willesden. What time is it? It's like early morning. What are you doing up? What are you doing up in Willesden at this hour? Have you been out clubbing or are you just up? Oh, you're health and fitness guru, so you're probably at the gym. No clubbing. Does that mean you've hung up your disco boots? Are your disco boots hung up now? The clubs have died in London. Really? I'm sure there's still clubs. There's still clubbing going on in London. Gone are my clubbing days. Yes, I would not. I would not be seen dead in a club. Oh, so when you come back to the Philippines, you're bringing your disco boots with you. When are you back in the Philippines? Here we go. Ben asked a question. Since you've reduced your baggage, I assume your Okay, my wardrobe is limited. I am not bothered with the same selection of outfits. That's quite weird, really, because Victor's here for 3 months, and my friend from Spain who lives in the UK, he's come for 3 months, and he has brought this absolutely huge suitcase. I'm doing that over there and you can't see what I'm doing, so I'll come over here. His suitcase is this high. His clothing is double the amount of clothing as I have. I am not bothered. I have probably 5 shirts, and you'll say, yeah, we know. 5 short collar shirts and 3 t-shirts. What does it matter? What does it matter? I don't care about having. I am on the look. Okay, so I am on the lookout for new shorts, new trousers, but fashion. Turn to the left. Fashion. Ooh. It's not great in the Philippines. I walk around the clothing stores in the Philippines, in Manila. The selection of stuff for blokes is not great. So I walk around, and I end up not buying anything because the clothing here is not brilliant. You were last there 2 years ago in Manila and Tacloban. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for your appreciation. I am going to Tacloban. It's Tacloban, isn't it? I am going there probably in 6 weeks. He's back again. How many times does he need to do this stream? At least he's gonna sit there with the engine on full blast in a minute. Yeah, I want to go to Tacloban. Nice to see you somewhere without snow. Yeah, I would. Yeah, snow for me is a no-go. Okay, so some of them do. I think your point is, Blue Horseshoe, is that there's a lot of Filipino words that are Spanish intertwined. Yes, they do understand some words. Yes. What made you stay in a country like Philippines? Okay, so that's a good question. I think I got fed up with Thailand. I think I've been going to Thailand for many years, and I was looking for somewhere else to go, and then I came to Philippines. I didn't know much about the Philippines, as I keep telling this story, before I came to the Philippines. And then started watching vloggers 6 years ago, Rike, Gio. So when I first started getting interested in going somewhere else, I was looking at the Philippines, and yeah, what I saw, I liked, and so yeah, it's a good spot. It is a good spot. I don't think Victor wants to. I don't think Victor will want to be interviewed. If you watched my last video, you'll see that he didn't say a lot. He's not really that keen on talking on video. Yeah, I did get the memo. I am the idiot. I'm glad you spotted it, Brian. Nobody else did. Okay, so I know what you're saying, Ben. I like to look decent. If you've been watching my videos from 2.5 years ago, you'll notice that I wasn't that bothered about looking decent. Yeah, we know that, they all say. It was recommended to me that from another idiot from the UK. He said, dress down. He said, don't look decent. We all know who we're talking about, don't we, Bill? Anyway, so I was just dressing down all the time. But you don't have to dress down. You can wear decent clothes, but you don't have to have that many. What's new in the Philippines? Good question. Why did you move from Cebu? Because I don't think Cebu offers as much as Manila does. I think I exhausted Cebu. I love Cebu. I love Cebu City, and I love the island of Cebu because there's so many great spots on the island and off the island of Cebu. But Cebu City itself doesn't really. Oh, they do this. So someone's going really slow. They are so impatient here. There's a reason why this guy's going really slow. But Filipinos are so impatient, they have to blast that horn. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Yeah, it drives me crazy. Anyway, where was I? I moved from Cebu because Cebu City itself didn't offer, after a while, it doesn't offer that much for me. It might offer enough for you, but it doesn't offer enough for me. Where am I? Now that coffee is completely cold after an hour. Exactly, Tobias. Tobias says you just need shirts and shorts. He doesn't. Yeah, my shirt is really snazzy. Cut or uncut? Well, I'm cut. Like your last year they came with a backpack and a similar sling. Yeah, exactly. So I've got this sling bag which has got my Osmo in, and I will travel with a backpack. That's all you need. But I have accumulated 4 journals over the last 5 years and some stuff. There's probably about 10 kg of stuff that I've been travelling around with that I don't use. So I'm going to be leaving that here. Hopefully. You don't need much. Boots on the ground. So Brian asks, is dating better in Manila? Okay. A leaf just descended. I don't know if that is some sort of blessing from the gods. I wouldn't say it's better, but I've had my best season. Talking on soccer terms, my last 3 months has been my best season, if you see what I mean, as a striker. But I wouldn't say it's better. I would say it's very difficult. I would say it's very frustrating. You need to be very patient here. As we spoke about earlier, they're not approachable on the street in this area, and I'm not much of a cold caller, so I do a lot of my work, I do a lot of my preparation online. But it is since I've been in Manila, it is very, very frustrating. You start a conversation and they're gone. Within a couple of lines, they're gone. It's in Manila, I feel it is very, very frustrating. It's I don't know what it is. It's like being in a big city and there's people have got no time. They've got a low attention span. So it's very difficult here. But I've had the best season because I put the hours in. It is, yeah. So I wouldn't say it's better at all. In answer to your question, Brian. Finally. So Connie asks, well, that's a fair question. That's a fair question. And STDs are on the rise. So it is a good point. It is a good point. Ask away. The chick with the braces didn't work out. If you saw the third video, you'll realise why. There are plenty of options, but you do. Are you talking? Are you talking about plenty of options as in where to go, or talking about plenty of options lady-wise? What do you actually do on a date? What do you actually do on a date? Who's this? Howard. Now, one of my favourite singers is Howard Devoto. Does anybody know Howard Devoto? Where's Tim when I need him? What do you actually do on a date? What do you think you do on a date? Have you not been on a date for the last 50 years or what? Oh, you're talking about women. Yeah, I thought you were. There are plenty of options. There are plenty of options. And there also are plenty of not just upper class girls who are not interested in you options. There are other options where there are lots of Filipinos who have come to work here from the provinces. I mean, you're more likely to meet a girl from Mindanao here than you are in Mindanao because there are lots of workers. I'm not saying working girls, I'm saying working girls who come here to work. So there are lots of options on normal girls, as it were. What do you actually do on a date? I still don't understand that question. You're right, Brian. That's it. That's right. That's it. Brian says there's lots of Filipinos with the attention span of a goldfish. It's absolutely true. I mean, you say something in your conversation, like I'm in Makati, and then the next question they will say is, are you in the Philippines? Well, you just said where you are. I would just say, scroll up, or I've told you. I mean, I've got no time for idiots. I've got no time for Muppets. Oh, come on, you Muppet. I just told you that. Oh, you saw the third video, you wonder what the heck I was doing. Yeah, you're right. That's why I bailed. What? Wasn't that show on BBC named after you? Buzzcocks? Phil Jupiter's. No, what are you talking about? No, yes, no. Okay, so never mind the Buzzcocks. Well, Howard Devoto was in the Buzzcocks and then he jumped ship from the Buzzcocks and formed a magazine. Yeah. How do I get by financially? Well, I am very frugal, as people are aware. I don't spend much money. That's how I get by. I have savings from working all my life in the UK. What do you love, Jasmine? What do you love? What are you loving? What are you loving? Tell me what you're loving. I haven't met a Filipino who knows who Hitler is yet. Well, quiet. You do all of the above, Howard. Have you not dated a woman before? Are you a Neanderthal? What's happening? You do anything that you want to do. That is what a date is. Sorry, there is great scenery around here. Did you see that? Pill just got a new drummer. Okay, brilliant. Now we're talking. They're all talking to multiple guys. Yeah. which is what my next video, one of my next videos is about that. Oh, the man that wrote the Hokey Cokey died earlier. What was his name? If you haven't liked, could you please like? If you're liking. If you're not liking, he was 30 stone. Oh my God. He put the left leg in, his left leg out. Okay. You can do all of those, Howard. I wouldn't go to a movie on the first day. Going to a movie on the first day is a bit silly, really, isn't it? It's not. You're not going to be learning very much. And going to a movie nowadays, you'll probably be on a phone all the time in the movie house anyway. I wouldn't go to a movie house on the first date. I would go for a coffee. That's what I would do. When was your last date, Howard? Where am I? Health and fitness is very good night. Thank you for joining me. I think that's a good idea. My videos will send you to sleep. So Lex asked, do any of the young Filipinas trick you into taking them back to the UK to live? No. I think they think they know that I'm not that much of a muppet. It must be hard. No, it's not. Okay, so yesterday, cyanide breathe mints, cyanide breath mints. Yeah, that's a good username. So yesterday, I was chatting to, I don't know where, I think I started chatting to her on OkCupid, and then she gave me her Telegram number. When girls on OkCupid give you their Telegram number, it normally means they're wanting to sell you content. OkCupid has turned into a site where you get lots of scammy girls offering content. So this girl gave me her Telegram number. So we messaged on Telegram. And she said, I'm free today. Now, with those sort of girls on Telegram, you don't know where this is heading. And I said, you're free. What do you want to do? And she went, I want to go on a date. Now, also, you don't know whether this date is going to be taken to the cleaners or what. So I said, okay, what do you want to do? We want to go and eat. So I'd already been for lunch with Victor. And so I said, let's meet in BGC. And so she said, are you going to send me a cab? And I said, okay, send me your address. And she was in Caloocan, which is 30 kilometers away. And the price of a cab from Caloocan to BGC was 1,100 pesos, which is $20. And that's going to be there and back. And then I'm going to be paying for the dinner or whatever. So I checked the price. I checked the price of the cab. And in the meantime, she said, I'm in 7-Eleven in Caloocan with my friend. And so I said, is your friend coming on the date? And she went, yes, for bunding. Now I think she meant bonding. But her friend was coming on the date with us on our date. And she said, where are we going to eat? So in my head, this was turning into a disaster already. I'm going to be spending $20 on two girls coming from Caloocan each way and buying them lunch. So she said, where are we going to eat? And so by now I'd gone totally off the idea, and so I went, Jollibee. Jollibee? Only Jollibee? And I was saying, what's wrong with Jollibee? Jollibee's lovely. So by now I'd switched off. By now I was not going to be entertaining her at all. I'm not spending $20 for two girls to come and be wined and dined. So that was it. So what was the question? It must be hard to be frugal. Well, exactly. I'm not going to be taken for a ride by these girls. Yeah. If one of these girls is wanting to be taken to Dr. Wine or an expensive restaurant, then I'm not even going to go on the date. I'm not even, yeah. Right, I need to drink some water. That was a bit of a mouthful. If you're still there, is anyone still watching? If you haven't liked, please like. If you cleared off and switched off because you got bored. Live music venues. Okay, Ben. So in Poblacion, Burger Street, there's a couple of good live music venues. There's Cubana Bar, and there's the what is it? Handlebar. Which is a sports bar. It's like a sports pub. It's a lovely sports pub, but they have live music. I don't know if you watched my last video. Did you watch my last video? There's a band doing a U2 song on there. That's one of the cover bands. Yeah, the cover bands are great here. So there are some good venues. JJ London. I am from Essex originally. I was born in Ilford. Lived in Romford all my life, then moved into London in 1990 and moved to West London in Ealing, and then I moved to Chiswick High Road, and then I moved to Brighton, and then I moved here. There you go, you're up to scratch now. Where are you, Jake? Where in London are you? Howard, 17 years ago was your first day. Well, that's not bad. I probably, in my 50s, I don't think I had one day for 10 years. That's what happens when you get old. You're sitting here in Vancouver with a salmon sandwich, watching my favourite blogger who looks like that. That's very kind of you, Bernie. How are you having your salmon sandwich? Oh, he's cleaning up. He's cleaning up. Thought I'd move away to show the man cleaning up. Enjoy, Bernie, enjoy. Hello, Angel. Oh, Alona Beach in June. Good for you, mate. Good for you. You're going to the Mega Mall. Enjoy the Mega Mall. Enjoy your day, Steve. Nice to see you around. Take care. There's loads of dogs here, mate. Who's this? Cam the cook. I don't know if you've noticed, but this is a very dog-friendly area, and the condos are very dog-friendly, so you'll be fine. Is it safe? Advisable? It's fine. This area in BGC, there's loads and loads of dog walkers. You'll be fine, absolutely fine. And if you're single, as a dog walker, that would be a great way to meet the ladies. Okay, so Zahir, he has told me, Victor's from Spain, but I can't say where. Bunding, yeah, but she spelled it Bunding, B-U-N-D, but she meant bonding. You do after a while, you do become familiar with the Filipina speak. Yeah, I don't go for date with chaperones. Oh yeah, I didn't even bother. I didn't even bother saying. It's after 2. Okay, why are you still up, Brian? Are you going to work or what? No, she did appreciate Jollibee, but she was just trying it on. She wants. I mean, most Filipinas, if you take on a date, where's he gone, Howard? Most Filipinas, if you take them on a date in the Philippines, will be quite happy going to Jollibee. So you can tell that this girl was just wanting to fleece me. Butterbeans is fighting Mike Tyson at the moment. I'm not aware. Okay, so who's this? Coney. Oh yeah, you're right. It has changed. Coney. Bumble is the cut above the rest. OkCupid was, but OkCupid is now. I seem to get a plethora. I love using that word. A plethora of girls who are just out to scam you on OkCupid at the moment. They seem to be attracting the scammers. It was good, but yeah, Bumble is still good. Where else? I'm on Badoo as well. Oh, you like Cheers Bar? Where is Cheers Bar? Where is that in Mandaluyong? Do I own a scooter? No. I'm enjoying scooter taxis at the moment. I don't own a scooter. What was I going to say? No, I'm not. I like being the passenger. There's a song there, but not. I'm not comfortable driving on these roads, but I am comfortable riding on these roads. Yeah, the driving, even in an area like this, you're still going to get Muppets. I'm going to start using that now. Proper fruit smoothies, and they're expensive as well. Fruit smoothies are expensive here. A funny cookbook I saw was 101 ways to walk your dog. Send me a beer. I'm watching you, you muppet. Thank you, Brian. Oh, don't say that. That's very rude. The Ed Sweeney definition of aerobics. Yes. They all love doing aerobics here. You'll have no problems. Where's the hippest Bohemian place in Phil? Thank you, Gypsy. Probably Shergow, baby. Probably Shergow. But I don't know how old you are, but I felt a bit ancient there. Shergow attracts all the young hipsters. So I wasn't. As an old man, I didn't feel comfortable in Shergow at all. But it's got what the Philippines does lack is that sort of Moroccan style, Goan style, Bohemian joint, I feel. So Shergow is probably the best, but it still doesn't. It's lacking. Bohemian spots in the Philippines are lacking. You've already worked. Sorry. I didn't know whether you were going to work. You've already done it. Oh gosh, Johnny Lawrence, about time. Where have you been? Been waiting for you. I haven't been able to drink my coffee, waiting for you to turn up. Okay. Oh, that's Cheers Bar. Sorry. I was at Cheers Bar probably about a month ago. Yeah. I was in where was I? I was in Cubana Bar, and then I was in Cheer Bar as well. I don't know about those bars. Those bars have got. I don't know. I was in Cubana Bar last Sunday night. Yeah, I don't know about that. The vibe in that area is quite weird, I think. That girl's boy, cousin, friend didn't like Johnny. Exactly. I don't know why. Jollibee chicken is decent. Okay, so Steve says Peen Love is best. Yeah, they're all very scam. There's scammers on all of them. You're old. Okay, how old are you, Gypsy? Cyanide breath mints. Thank you very much. You shouldn't have done that. You didn't have to do that. It's very kind of you. I have been to Tagaytay. I went to Tagaytay 2 years ago after I left Manila around October. It's a nice spot. It's a bit cooler there, and there's not much there, to be fair. It's a very, very, very small city, but it's got a lovely surroundings. There's a lovely hillside I went up. I can't remember the exact place. You'll have to check my Tagaytay vlogs. But yeah, Tagaytay is good. It's a good spot, but not enough to want me to live there. It's a nice spot for a weekend, but not to settle. I can't do a head spin at the moment. Yes, Johnny Lawrence. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of uploading that video. I was in two minds of uploading that, but yeah, I thought I'd go for it anyway. I am NF. NF has bad connotations in the West. In London, England. I am in McCarthy. Where am I? I'm in BGC. I'm in Burgos Circle, Forbes-town, BGC. How do I feel? Well, I love Americans. Why would I not love Americans? Oh, Lex, good question. Generally, thankfully, they underestimate. So, one of my birthdays, was it last year? God, it feels such a long time ago. Last birthday, I was in Cebu. God, it feels a really long time ago. It's only a year ago. Well, it's almost exactly a year ago. I was having my 63rd birthday last year in Cebu. I was doing a live stream, and I walked into the museum down by Fort Plaza Independencia, the museum there, Fort. And as I walked in, there was 10 work OTPs, well, on-job training students, 10 of them. I walked in with my camera live streaming, and I said I'm live streaming, and they're all like this, as Filipinos do. They are all very happy to see the camera. I said it's my birthday, and I said, how old do you think I am? And I went round all of them. Some of them said 30 plus. I think only the guy came close with 55 or something like that. Most of them said 40, 30, 40. None of them had a clue. They've not got a clue about age. So, in answer to your question, maybe they're just being polite. Okay, so you're 63 but look mate 50. Good shape, there we go. Long hair, okay. I wish I still had my long hair, but that had to go. It's good to keep a good shape as you get older. I'm probably in the best shape now, as I said earlier, if anyone's still watching from earlier. Where am I? Johnny Lawrence, good question. The plan was to get a not really a condo. The plan was to get an apartment and cook my own food. But then I got quite happy being in that hotel, which you hate, with Victor being there. It was just comfortable. I know you don't like it, but I love the swimming pool there. So the idea of getting a condo has sort of taken a backward step at the moment, and I'm moving on. I'm going to Cebu and I'm going to Leyte. I'm going on that trip that you've been telling me to do for the past 2 years. I'm going to do that Leyte trip. So I don't see the point of getting a condo apartment now and letting it sit empty for a couple of months. It seems a bit pointless, and I haven't got that much cash to leave a condo empty. So yeah, that idea, I really miss cooking my own foods, but that idea of leaving it empty for a few months is taking a backward step. Brian, you shouldn't have done that. That's very kind of you. It's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so NF stands for National Front in England, which is not a good look. And I know you didn't. I know you didn't know that we're having a name NF, but yeah. As soon as I saw your username, the National Front,
a right-wing extreme organisation sprung to mind. So you better change that. Where am I? Yeah, exactly. Good new content. I know nobody's going to be watching it. As soon as I start travelling around, nobody watches that content. I don't know why. Only you, Johnny Lawrence, and Brian, and a few others watch my travelling around content. But yeah, I'm getting, after 3 months, like I did in Cebu last year, I get a bit stir crazy. I love staying put for 3 months, but I also get a bit stir crazy and need to move on. So that's what I'll be doing. It's a good point. Hot Filipinos. I think you mean hot. I knew you meant hot. That's what I do. I do need. Going to that sandbar in Leyte would be good with some hit Filipinas. What's for supper tonight? I don't know who I am, but I'm in BGC. This coffee that I've had for the last 80 minutes is now completely cold. Any questions? I know Lord Smythe, I don't know who you are. I'll just plug my charger in. I've got a new charger. So I've got this new brick charger, 1900 pesos, which I thought was a good deal. It's 20,000 to charge my phone. It's a good deal, I think. Down to 50%. This 50% already from 80%. This phone battery really goes really quickly. You'll be out there in May. Where are you going to be, Alistair? Is it Alistair or Alistair or Alistair? Aging Filipino with young chick. Oh, not many of them around here. You're going? Do I? No, I don't. I don't speak Tagalog, unfortunately. How old is Victor? Victor is 47. And and Johnny Lawrence, his girlfriend saw your comment. His girlfriend saw your comment, screenshotted your comment about, I thought Victor would have a hotter girlfriend, and she screenshotted it and sent it to Victor. Whoops. It is now, where are we? 20 past 10? Oh, you're going to... Okay, so Alistair, you'll be out here for your... Is this your first time, or have you travelled to the Philippines before? And you're going to Manila, Cebu, Mindanao. And are you just coming for the month, or are you... Yeah, I know, John. Yeah, I didn't know she was watching either. I know. Whoops. Anyway. Batteries from China. About to get expensive. Okay. But this is a Samsung phone. It's like, you would expect the batteries to last a bit longer. But in the heat, I suppose, it's not great. My bad. Yeah, exactly. Second time. And how are you staying? Second time. Are you staying back? Are you going back home? What do you mean? Invisible? They do in the bars in Taguig. What do you mean? Singapore Dan, nice to see you here. What do you mean they do in the bars in Taguig? What do they do in the bars in Taguig? I want to go to Taguig. In fact, I think it's got actually. When I do that, you can see the blue sky. I'm thinking of going to Taguig. Yeah, Taguig Bay. Probably after Leyte. Okay. Oh, they make mojitos? Mojo drinks. Are you in Subic, Singapore, Dan? I might be going to Subic May time. May go there. Have you been to Brazil? I would love to go to Brazil. Sorry, got to drink some water. Brazil was always on my radar. I used to work at a university in London, and one of the guys had a Brazilian wife. And he said when he first went to Brazil, probably in the 90s, he said women used to just absolutely throw themselves at him. Sorry, scenery. Where am I? Shall I go that way? There's a nice. Sort of change of scenery. If I get my ugly mug out of the way. Exactly. That's what. Brazil was always on my radar, and then I decided. You hear so much about going to the beach, only taking enough change for the day, people having their cameras stolen at knife point. And in the 90s, I was a photographer with many lenses, and I was traveling a lot, going to India and other countries in Asia. But I always wanted to go to Brazil. But I thought, what's the point of going to Brazil and not being able to photograph, not being able to travel with my cameras? So it's off my radar now. I don't think I'm ever going to get there because of the safety aspect. I would love to go there, but I don't think I'm going to get there. Yeah, Colombia too. Yeah, South America. I've sort of found my place in Asia, Southeast Asia. I've been to most countries in Southeast Asia, and I've sort of found my home. So South America is sort of off my radar now. Samar, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I will be doing that. Tacloban and a couple of what is the name of the? Is it Kalu? No, it's not Kalukan. It's a couple of places beginning with C. Yeah. Leyte is I don't want to do too much. I don't want to go mad like I usually do. Travel too much. Yeah, there is a lovely beach of Samar. Exactly, lovely beaches. Yeah, that's you got me excited now, Johnny Lawrence. Salivating for some nice beaches in Samar. There should be a song there, salivating over beaches in Samar, if I can say it properly. Okay, so I just showed you my new power bank, Coney Poo, which I bought on Lazada. I have been shopping on Shopee for the last 2 years. I thought I'd been locked out of Lazada, but I got back into my Lazada account, and it shipped in 2 days. I got it on Tuesday. It was probably coming from, I think it was probably coming from somewhere in Manila anyway, but 2 days on Lazada, that was great. It was great. Yeah, this is in Manila. Yeah, I am in Burger Circle in Forbestown, BGC. Oh, there was a zip line to an island in the ocean. Now you're going to have to pay me lots of money to go and do that. Walking on the beaches, looking at the peaches. I'm going to get copyrighted now for this whole vlog because I've been singing a Strangler song, or attempting to. Puerto Galera is the sweetest spot. Really? Okay, so White Beach is decent. White Beach is okay. Johnny Lawrence, did you go to White Beach or Puerto Galera? It's a nice beach, but it seemed a bit boring. The bars on White Beach seemed a bit dead. There wasn't a great vibe there. Okay. all the action was in Sabang, but the action in Sabang was, I didn't really like it. I don't really like the vibe of Sabang. Well, I don't really like the vibe of White Beach. So Mindoro for me wasn't. What's retouch on? I don't know what that means. Yeah, Mindoro for me. I'd always wanted to go there, and I built it up to be something special, and it wasn't quite. Exactly. Although the first girl that I walked past in that first video, I'm with the nice rack, I think I would have paid her. I should have done. Anyway, this guy. He must have cleaned this spot about 20 times. Hello. At least they clean the streets in BGC. At least it goes to show they clean the streets around here. Okay, hello Tim. How are you? How are you, my friend? Good to see you here. I'll be leaving before my 6 months. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to do. I'm gonna be leaving, so I don't have to do the exit clearance. After 6 months, you can do it on. I don't know if you haven't been here long enough to do that. After 6 months, you can do it at the airport, but I would not do that. I would always do it. Well, I've only had to do it once because I've stayed over 6 months only once. I did it before. I did it at the office in Cebu. I don't want to go to the airport on the day I'm leaving and to get my exit clearance and be denied for some reason of doing like a security check or something or whatever. I would always do it a week before. You know you're leaving. Once you've got your exit clearance, it's valid for a month. So I would always do it at a immigration office. I would not leave it. I don't know why people would do that. Leave it to the last day. I know it is possible to get it done on the last day, but yeah. Rock stars who are unbelievably poor. Who are they? That's a question. I don't know. So Stephen Lee's asked the most ample racks. That is a very good question. I would say Mindanao. I would say Mindanao. Also, the darker skin in Mindanao is great, and the bigger racks. I know you do, Johnny Lawrence. We're of the same opinion. I would say Mindanao. And what do you think? Do you think Mindanao for big racks? I was watching Regular Guy who did say that area of the coast people with big bikes, they just really annoy me. Big bikes, big exhausts. Look, he's miles down the road. You can still hear it. Anyway, what was the question? I've lost my thread. Oh yeah, Regular Guy was driving down that corridor of Leyte, and he said everywhere he went, there was a corridor of big racks as he was driving through. That was in Leyte. Oh, if you're a ruler of your country, what would be the first law you would enforce? I would enforce, Sarah, that people with lots of money need to donate their hard-earned cash to poorer people. Where was I recently? Oh yeah, somebody said on one of my last vlogs about there was a guy in the jeepney. When I was on the jeepney recently, and there was a young lad wearing an England shirt. Now, as I was walking past the jeepney to get on it, I saw this England shirt, and as I got on, I immediately spoke to him, and it was a lovely kid from Tondo, and there was 3 of them. If anybody watched that vlog, and one of the guys had like a cleft palate, and somebody commented, if I had $1,000, I would love to pay to have that kid, treated for his dentistry. I think rich people should do that. That is what I would do. If I was ruler of my own country, I would make rich people pay for poor people to have a better life. I hate the idea of not being able to leave for in an emergency. You don't have to have an exit clearance. If you're staying less than 6 months, you can just go. You only have to have an exit clearance if you've stayed over 6 months. So you can leave. If you stayed less than 6 months, you can leave immediately. But you can also leave immediately after 6 months if you get an exit clearance immediately at the airport. If you say, it's an emergency, I need to leave, give it to me now. Anyway. That's a good point. I would like to go to Masbate. There's a place there, isn't there? Places on Masbate. Now I matched with some girl on Pina Love who was from Masbate. Got to be careful how you pronounce that. I don't know whether to go there or not. I saw Jet Black. How dating would be? That's a very good question. Yeah. That's a very good question. I don't know. Go there, Johnny, and tell me. You saw Jet Black in 2022. Jet Black must be about 80 now. I mean, the Stranglers were an old band when they first burst onto the scene in '77. They were an old band anyway. The members were older than the younger group. So he must be 70s now, surely. Truth Seeking Monkey. Sorry, when I saw your user name, I instantly thought of Spanking the Monkey. I don't know why. Is he in Zamboanga now? Gosh, I kept track. Where was I? I can't remember where I saw he was. I didn't realise he was now in Zamboanga. He's following my footsteps. You've got a couple of years. Okay. Oh, he passed away. Sorry, in 80. Okay. So he was still drumming at 84. Okay, that's a good question. Hollywood Saint. That's a very funny question actually, because last night when I was walking through BGC, I saw two people with Nirvana t-shirts on, and last time I was in BGC walking through, I saw 5 people wearing Nirvana t-shirts. Do they know who Nirvana is? Not a clue. They're selling Nirvana t-shirts in Gap. They're just buying a Nirvana t-shirt because it's Western. The chances of them knowing who Nirvana is absolutely 0. But are there any rocker babes over there? That is a good question. Because I went to, where did I go? Where's the guy from Quezon City? Is he still here? I went to an area called Cubao the other day. And as I was sitting in Cubao, a girl walked past with a Boys Don't Cry, The Cure t-shirt. Now I knew exactly that she knew who The Cure was. She was dressed like a goth. She was dressed quite trendily. She knew who The Cure were. But there are other girls who are just wearing Nirvana for fashion. There are rocker chicks over here. There are rocker chicks. Yeah. In fact, I met Raven, who's a rocker chick, in Cubao 2 years ago. There are some rocker chicks here. Is it your birthday? A lot of girls say it's their birthday on their profile. They say it's my birthday, but it seems to be their birthday every day. They want to just be sent money. So happy birthday if it's your birthday. Cats or dogs? Dogs. Cats are a bit too docile and sleepy. No, it has to be 6 months, Tim, per visit. Once you've left the country, your visa is, unless you're on a retirement visa. When you leave the country on a tourist visa, your tourist visa is void, and you have to get another tourist visa next time you come in. So it's 6 months on one trip. Okay, 6 months per one trip. So you're preparing to come. When are you coming? And where is your first stop? Hollywood Saint, you have a good taste in music, my friend. Happy birthday, Henry. Hello, Wuta. How old are you today? Yeah, Filipinos wear, yeah, it's quite funny. They buy their stuff at ukai stores, and they don't know what it means. They don't know what it means. Okay, so yeah, the pyramid scheme. She's a lovely girl, and yeah, that just fizzled out naturally. She's a lovely girl, you know. She's a lovely person, but yeah, there's not going to be any anything going on there. And I don't think it has. I don't think it's not really a pyramid scheme job, is it? It's like Avon. My mum worked for Avon. Kept us in smelling good throughout my youth. Oh, good question. Brian, what is the biggest band? Okay. Do you mean biggest band as in biggest concert arena? I mean, like the Rolling Stones. I saw the Rolling Stones at, well, I can't remember where I saw them now. I can't remember where it was now. I've seen a lot of the big bands. I've seen REM, U2, but I saw U2 not in their stadium. I saw U2 at small venues in the UK, like Hammersmith, before they went really big in the early 80s. Big bands, yeah. I saw the Cure at Hyde Park a few years ago, and I also saw the Cure when they first started. Who else? Big bands. I'm not really into. Well, I saw Bowie, of course, a couple of times, but I saw him at a smaller venue. I saw him at Hammersmith late on. I was so lucky to get a ticket for that. But I also saw him at Milton Keynes Bowl, where I saw Oasis. So I'm not really keen on those big stadiums. You know, you have to get there really early to get down the front, or watch on a tiny screen. If you're watching on a tiny screen in a big field, I mean, what's the point? Like Glastonbury, what's the point after a while? Okay, so I never saw Dire Straits, but I did see U2 early, as I just said. Stones were brilliant. Yeah. I'm still thinking about other big bands. Pansy, I love Pansy Canton. I love it. And also the portion is quite large. The portion is enough for two, a lot of these places. Yeah, Comegan is not great. I mean, what's the I don't see the point of Comegan. I knew. Yeah, when you said the mafia runs the joint, I did really. When I first went there, when I only been there once, and I snuck onto the island. It does seem quite a weird island. AC/DC. Where were you? Where did you see them at? Newcastle City Hall. Hello from Russia. Whereabouts are you? You saw Dire Straits in a bar in New York. Really? Was that the Cheers bar, Bill? I'm going to finish up. I'm going to go for a walk. If you haven't liked, it's about time you did. Or if you're not liking it, please subscribe. So I'm in BGC. I'm just going to finish off the coffee after 2 hours. Queen. No, I never saw Queen. Oh, that must be brilliant when you're 10 years old. I'm actually reading the autobiography from Will Sargent, who was in Echo and the Bunnymen. Well, he's still in Echo and the Bunnymen. And he's talking about the early gigs he used to go to in Liverpool. So he'd go and see Black Sabbath and who else is there? Jethro Tull. Early 70s bands were just brilliant. David Bowie played Romford Odeon, where I lived, but I never went. I was not into Bowie that early. 72. I didn't really get into Bowie till 74. 10cc I've seen a couple of times. Morrissey I saw. Hammersmith again. I've seen Morrissey a few times. Who else? Echo and the Bunnymen. A lot of British bands. Any more big bands that you've seen that you want to name drop? I've still got my Reese's Chuco Mucho. Did you go and see Morrissey? I heard he cancelled one of his shows recently. Hello, Travel and Treasure. 70s and 80s was the best. I mean, people always knock 80s music. I don't know why 80s music gets such a beating. But 80s music I love. Kippers. Well, I'm not too sure. You can get sardines. Sardines is a great... sardines is a very popular dish. As Bill Evans will tell me, he's probably getting sardines every night. I'm not too sure about kippers. Probably not. But sardines. You can't go wrong with sardines. B-52s. Is that your... You saw them. Where did you see them? I only saw them once in about 2006. My mates, I think I've told this story before. My mates went to see them in '79 when they came to the UK with their first album, Rock Lobster, in '79. My mates all went. I don't know why I didn't go to see them in London. That would have been amazing when they were a lot younger and not a lot youthful, and the original lineup. But they were great in 2006. I loved B-52s. You saw Johnny Marr with Modest Mouse. Okay, well that's good. Johnny Marr's a brilliant guitarist. You don't drink, Bill. I think you stopped drinking. I think I gave you some beers. Back in Cebu. You probably still got them in your fridge. The beers I gave you from 3 years ago. You're looking forward to when I can come to the Philippines. Oh, that's great. When are you coming? Missing persons. I never got into them. Well, are they an American band? I've never got into them. I don't know. Well, I don't know why, but I probably do know why. If they passed me by. Oh, Newcastle. Okay, I knew it was being Newcastle. So Filipinos are great musicians. Whenever I'm in Thailand and there's a cover band and they're always Filipino, they are great musicians. So Juan de la Cruz, are they any relation to Penelope Cruz? Brian Johnson. Yeah, you talk. Someone else talks about Brian Johnson. Ramones. I never saw the Ramones. Mixed drinks. I'm not too sure actually, because I don't go to those Ponzi bars and get a cocktail. Although in Cebu, I might be doing that. When I'm going to Cebu, I might do a rooftop. Johnny Lawrence, you'll like this. I'll probably do a rooftop bar crawl of cocktails. Do you keep your ID and bank stuff current? Yeah. What do you mean? What ID? Well, my passport is current, obviously, and my bank credit cards are current. Exactly, Stephen. Yeah, the Filipino bands are good cover artists. They're not exactly great creators. You've the Moody Blues. Yeah, they pass me by. Yeah, I've been to Verified Lounge. I will go back there. I did actually do a video about rooftop bars before, but 2 years have passed, so I'll go back. Stockholm Monsters. Now you're talking to me in a different language. I don't know them. Well, my ID from England is my passport, and I've got a 10-year passport, so I don't need to. I've still got another 5 years on that. You're in Key West. Okay. Yeah, debit cards, credit cards are all current, obviously. Otherwise, I couldn't use them. I get them sent by FedEx. My credit cards, my credit and debit cards, I get them sent. Driver's license, I don't have. I mean, I was a bit stupid, really. I was a bit of a muppet. I didn't bring my driving license. Now, I obviously thought I'm not going to be doing any driving, but I should have brought my driver's license. And I've got no access to it. It's in a box. So yeah, I should have brought my driver's license. I don't have a health card or whatever. Whatever a health card is, I don't have. I don't have one of those. Yeah. Simple Minds, I've told this story before. I saw Simple Minds supporting magazine who you've never heard of. This was 1979 when Simple Minds were just starting out. They had some great early singles. Chelsea Girl. I had all Simple Minds albums. They are a great band. I love Simple Minds, but I never saw them as a stadium band. I only saw them in a smaller venue in Cambridge. Durity Column, now you're talking, but I never got into them. I got into the other Manchester bands, but he was such a weirdo, wasn't he? What's his name? He was so skinny, that guy. I never got into Durity Column or Perubu, or all those sort of bands. But yeah, now you're talking good bands, but I never really got into. I've told this story before. I used to live in Brighton. And Nick Cave used to live in Brighton as well. Yeah, Nick Cave from Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. He lived in Brighton. He had a beautiful wife and he had 2 kids. I used to see Nick Cave walking through Brighton regularly, arm in arm with his young boys. I mean, they had such a lovely relationship with his kids. And then one of them tragically died. He was taking selfies or something off a cliff, and he died. One of his sons. It's very sad, and he's moved out of Brighton now. But he looked like he had a lovely relationship with his kids. I can imagine him not wanting to be in Brighton anymore after that. Anyway, moving on. Vinnie Riley, that's the one. Vinnie Riley, yeah. Is Bald and Bankrupt from Brighton? I'm not too sure. I don't really follow him. So you hired a scooter twice. How did you get on? Where were you? In Panglao, or where did you drive with your scooter? And I assume you've got your British driving license. I am Bruce Willis. There's a Filipino actor that a lot of Filipinos confuse me with. Lucky I didn't see Bronski Beat. He used to go to my gym. He used to go to my gym in Brighton. What's his name? So funny when I used to see him in the gym. He doesn't look like a person who works out. What's his name? The guy from Bronski Beat. Jimmy Somerville. He used to go to my gym in Brighton. Yeah. Gene Hackman is dead at 95. Jimmy. Yeah. He used to live in Brighton. He probably still lives in Brighton. But I don't know what he was doing in the gym. He doesn't look like a gym-going person. Small Town Boy. What a great song. That was a great song. So nobody flies around here. Like flies around shit. Where am I? Yeah, what a great song. Anyway, you're boring me now. Let's go for a walk. I've been here 2 hours and I haven't even finished my coffee. Squealing Jimmy, yeah. I wonder why he was so high pitched. What's the? Might have to leave that in. Charging. Don't know. Oh, only 52%. This is terrible. My new charger is not really doing a very good job. It was on 50%. Well, I suppose it's keeping it constant. Right, let's go for a walk. Let's see if anyone enjoys walking around with me. It might be an ending live stream. Where are we? Have you gone? No. Where's Meragume Udon? I've not gone there. Which one part of the Philippines you won't go? That's a good question, but I've been to most places. Well, I've been to sort of covered all the big places. I don't think there is anywhere I wouldn't go for any particular reason. I've got no desire to see much more of Luzon, really. But there's no reason for that. There's no. I'm not going to this part of Luzon because of. There's loads of people queuing up here. I don't know what they're waiting for. Right, this is where I'm about to get run down. I'm just going to flip this around. There's a kid standing here, I don't know why. I don't know what they're all queuing up for. Spot the lady boy. Hello. Bus number 9. Bus number 9. Uh, yeah, I've been to Lonia. Lonia's good. They are going on a field trip. Are they going somewhere or are they just come to BGC? I'm not too sure. So this is BGC. Is Mark Ormond at the same gym as Timmy? I don't know, maybe. Avoid Felcher's Island. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's no more questions, so I will just flip this around. Welcome. This is your city. Any more questions whilst I'm walking through BGC? It is a very sunny day. It's very lovely and sunny. Enjoy sweating, as someone said. Iggy Pop. I never saw Iggy Pop. Lust for Life. That is a great album, Lust for Life. I have The Passenger, I think, on. I have a couple of 12 inches. Do I ever get homesick? I get homesick in the summer when there's lots of summery things going on back home, like Wimbledon, like the tennis, and I miss going to the football. I used to go to the football and watch Brighton quite regularly, so I miss going to the football. I miss a British pub. I miss the library. Getting books out of the library. Yeah, in the summer, I miss the summer. But apart from that, I don't really miss the UK, especially the weather. It's quite empty at the moment. Look, now at this place here, let me just swing this around if I can find some shade. This place here, later today, will be completely rammed. This is the area where the screen, everyone poses by the screen. So this area, 5 o'clock today, will be, look at it, empty. During the day, as somebody said, enjoy sweating. During the day, nobody goes out. Completely empty. And I'm walking towards the shade. Odd. Bruges will play Aston Villa next week. Are you an Aston Villa supporter?
Do you miss the... Not at all. Temperature? Ah, God, it's probably, I don't know, 30? Okay, English breakfast. That's a good question. English breakfast. So last week, one Saturday morning. What I used to do before I used to go to the match. Okay, so probably for you it's the same thing. Traditionally, going to watch a hockey game or whatever, there's always a tradition, like a routine that you follow when you go and watch sport. So, well, there is for me anyway. So on a Saturday morning, like today, I would go and have a full English breakfast along Chiswick High Road before going to watch Chelsea. So full English breakfast, if you can sort of around this time, well, a bit later, when it's springtime or autumn, full English breakfast outside in the sunshine. That's what I miss, having a full English breakfast, sitting outside, and then going to the match, and then after the match having a few beers in the pub afterwards. So I do miss having, and you can't really replicate a full English in the Philippines. Yeah, that is what I do miss. That I do love a fry up with a decent banger. Let me just swing this around. I'm single and ready to mingle. Do you miss? Said that. Who else? Okay, what time is that on? Brian, what time is the Newcastle Brighton game? Is it on the BBC? And what time is it? I haven't checked. I went and saw. Who did I go see? I went to see. I've probably told you this. I went to see Middlesbrough versus Brighton, and stayed in Newcastle. It was a game where whoever won went up, and Brighton didn't. Anyway, let's go over here. What was this? Decisions. Tie or fills? Okay. For me, have you spent any time in Kazna? Have you spent any time in either place? For me, I've spent quite a lot of time in Thailand and the Philippines, and it comes down to me to language, and I prefer being in the Philippines. For the language, as a single guy on my own, those daily interactions are important, and I don't think you get them in the Philippines, in Thailand. So that I would go for Thailand. Sorry, I would go for the Philippines all the time. Sorry, I was getting distracted. Is it concerning that China's? No. Nothing's going to happen. There have been, Johnny. There have been. Nothing to discuss at the moment, though. Sunday carvery, exactly. As Johnny Lawrence said about the English breakfast, also a Sunday roast. A Sunday roast is a good idea as well.
Thailand's a nice vacation for you. Yeah, it's okay for a couple of weeks, but not for living there. Um, Best white sand. Watching sport. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so you're watching the sport whilst you're. I was talking about pre-game. Best white sand. It's got to be Boracay or Boracay. Anything else? No. Many years. I've been here many years. You've been in Thailand many years. So this is BGC. It's probably well documented. You've probably seen it all before. It's very hot. I'm going to sit down somewhere. I got fed up with walking around. It got a bit very hot. Any questions? Any more questions? Where will I eat? I will probably walk back to my Carinderia. God, it's so hot. It is very hot. Go to the udon place. What are we looking at now? I don't know. we are in BGC, which is a good angle. Getting close to lunchtime. Yeah. Well, I don't eat breakfast, so I just go straight for lunch. That's a good question. Is Manila more muggy than Cebu? I don't think so. I think Cebu is more muggy. Yeah, I think so. It's very muggy, but I don't think I can't. Yeah, I know. Can't. I know. Yeah. As soon as I left the comfort of sitting outside Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, I started getting a bit hot. It's funny because I was here last night having a beer on this high street, and I was sitting outside a place, Pound Flattery, if anyone knows it. And I was having a beer there, and people were coming to eat, but the inside was full up. So they were sitting outside well, it's about 7 o'clock now. So they were sitting outside, waiting for their name to be called, to go inside and eat. Now they sat outside for probably 45 minutes. Why did they not just there was tables outside that were free. Why did they not just sit outside there and eat? I don't understand it. Anyway, that's one thing I don't understand about Filipinos. They want to be in. So the conversation. Sorry, I've been distracted. There's a girl here wearing an AC/DC t-shirt, and she's probably about 15, and she's got no idea who AC/DC is and the connotation. Brian, if you're still here. No, there's a laundry down the street, 155 pesos for my haul. What is that? $3. All within 2 hours, and you can check it. They give you a code, a QR code, and you can check how your laundry's doing. It's those $3. It's not ironed, but it's just folded, and yeah, brilliant. It's very hot. It's very hot. Oh, it's on ITV. What time? I've got a Starling bank account, so I can get free cash withdrawals from HSBC. So my ATM withdrawals are free at the moment because there's an HSBC in Manila and HSBC in Cebu, but then I have to pay withdrawal fees by using a BDO ATM. I don't use Gcash. Well, I've been locked out of my Gcash account, and I've got. I don't need it really. I don't really want to go back on there. There's no point. Yeah, it is very hot. I have Hollywood Saint. I was in Los Angeles in 1981. I was 20, and I travelled across country from New York. And I stopped off various places on the way, and I ended up in Los Angeles in Oakland. One night I ended up downtown. I stayed a night in a place in Oakland. Which was a down and out place. I was 20 at the time. I knew no better. Yeah, clutching my bag all night. It was totally weird. Yeah, I love it. I've loved Los Angeles, but that was the only time I went there. I was 20. Any other questions? So if you haven't liked, please like. If you're not liking it, oh yeah, I've done all that. I think I've covered most of the questions. If I haven't covered your question, ask it again if I missed it whilst I was walking around. Luzon doesn't seem interesting, not really a beach scene. Apart from, yes, oh sorry, Stephen Lee's answered your question. Yeah, La Union is a good place. It's not very far from Manila, so it is actually worth going up that west coast. And also, Zambales is supposed to be good as well. So yeah, I want to go there at some point. I didn't really hate Japan. It was just I do like Japan, but I wasn't in a very good place. I'd stopped drinking, and I think that was probably I was there for 2 months, and I think psychologically I wasn't in a very good place because of the alienation of the culture, and also the fact that I wasn't drinking. I did feel a bit lonely and isolated. So it wasn't that I hated it. I didn't really enjoy this time around. But I do love Japan. But it wasn't a good experience for me this time. Maybe next time will be better. But I don't know. There was something going on with me at that time. Thank you, Invisible. What could you completely turn off from and make you all move to? Yeah, I've just caught up with the comments down below. Here we go. Sorry. Every ATM. Okay, so as a Canadian, you not got access to Charles Schwab, or is that just an American thing? Oh gosh, that would be annoying having to. With Grab, I just pay cash. I'm quite happy just paying cash. I'm not really totally in tune to cash, credit card payments all the time. I'm quite happy paying cash, and they're quite happy here anyway. Cebu to later, yes, yeah, that's it. At the moment, and then maybe after Samar coming to. Subic, and this is not definite. I mean, as usual, all my plans are, temporary. Then coming back to Zambales and Subic, maybe. Sahil, what could you completely say? Okay, that is a good question. My friend Victor's been here 2.5 months, and he is getting quite irritated at the moment. I think it takes a while to get settled here. I mean, I've been here 5 years, and so a lot of the things you have to acclimatise to. So noise is one of them. Wherever you are, there's noise. I don't know if it's a new world thing. It just feels like that Asia has got a lot more noisier, and the Philippines is very noisy. I mean, wherever you are, you might get on a jeepney or something, and it's all very quiet. And then suddenly somebody will, on their phone, play a video or something really, really loud, and they've got no thought for the other people around them. They're not thinking, this is really loud. And I was sitting on the roof at my hotel the other day, and there was a guy sitting there, and he did the same thing. He was playing something on his phone really, really loudly, and that sort of thing really annoys me now. Noise pollution by other people. It's the same in India. India is really loud, even in the quieter spots. India is really, really loud. So in answer to your question, probably noise, probably that. But I don't know where I'll go in the world, because the world has become a much noisier place. So I don't know where I would go to find peace. Big in Japan. When I first went to Japan, I set up a Gmail account. Big in Japan. Okay, so Brian's question about why. So what did I do? I signed up to one of them, but I think I signed up to Remitly, but I have not used it. Going all the way there by bus. I know it'd be great for a vlog for you, Johnny, to watch, but for me, I can't do more than 5 hours on a bus. I can't. No, not anymore. I can't. Yeah, 5 hours. In fact, 5 hours on a bus is my limit. Why is your friend irritated of the bubble? What do you mean? Yeah. They're used to the noise. Yeah. But it's more about consideration for other people. I'm talking about, and the more the fact that people just nowadays they just don't think about others. They would just. I want to listen to that, so I will put it on at full blast. There's no consideration. That is, one of the things I get irritated about, amongst other things. If you haven't liked, I'm in BGC. If you haven't subscribed, I am still in BGC. I've been here 5 years in the Philippines. BGC is considered a bubble. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's a good point, Johnny. Bicol does come up. I do hear about Bicol. Is it going to be any different? Is it going to offer anything different? I mean, a lot of my viewers say you just jump from one town or city to the next, and everything's the same. I mean, the Philippines does look very similar after a while. Is my going to Bicol Express, is Bicol Express the food named after Bicol? I assume it is, which is lovely food. Is my going to Bicol going to be any different to going anywhere else in the Philippines? Answers on a postcard, please. Okay, so Vancouver is pretty quiet. You used to live in Mexico, which was really loud. That's okay. I hope I did answer your question. Okay, so I've been to BP Burgers. I was there last Sunday. Last Sunday wasn't a very good night. I don't know if Sunday is not. I'm meeting Honest John Sunday night, which is tomorrow. I'm meeting Honest John. Honest John is coming back from Duma Regretti, having seen his girlfriend, and I'm meeting him in Makati. P Burgers, probably go to the sports bar. I think P Burgers is yeah. I've not had a massage in that area. I gather you probably have and had a happy ending, had a good experience. You're batting 1,000 at LA. Okay, LA Cafe in Thailand. You've batted 1,000. Is that what you're saying? I'm not too sure what you're talking about, but anyway. Is there any more questions? So it's very quiet here at the moment. Nobody about in the heat of the day. But P Burgers is good. It's great to buy. You can get what I think you're talking about, Cialis or Viagra. You can get them in Watsons anyway. Yeah, the trouble, Johnny, the trouble with going to P Burgers and filming is every time I film in that area, YouTube flags my filming in that area and it doesn't allow adverts on that content. Which I know you will say, so what, but I need to eat. Hello North Star, I am in BGC in Makati, although some people call it Taguig. It's more Taguig than Makati. I'm looking forward to my next date as well. Oh, what's going on? My drug addiction. What was my drug addiction? No, you don't need a prescription. You can just get it over the counter. I can't remember how much they are. They're not that expensive. They're not expensive at all. $5. V pills in Makati. Exactly. You can get them in Watsons. Where am I? Filling station. Yeah, filling station is overrated. It's like a very commercial place, isn't it? All the girls take their photographs in filling station posing by the. Yeah, it's just too commercial. And the food, it's just like an overhyped Hard Rock Cafe. It's just like, I walked in there, looked at the menu, and walked out again. Razor as in. Yeah. Don't listen to Razor. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I haven't never got a date lined up. Not at the moment. Any tricks to get a Filipino Mitch if she has kids she didn't tell you about? The thing is nowadays, they're hiding their profiles a lot more. They're hiding their Facebook accounts are locked. If you chat to them online and say, "Can I have your Facebook or Insta?" they will say, "I don't use Facebook or Insta. I only have WhatsApp." And on WhatsApp, you can't check their history. So girls are getting a lot more shrewd nowadays in hiding their situation. I say I don't use WhatsApp. I say I only use Facebook or I only use Facebook or Insta. And then some will buckle and say, "Well, actually, yeah, I do have." They're trying to hide. I know it's Wuta. I was there last Sunday. It is a good spot. Cubana Terrace is a good spot for watching the ladyboys go by. I know, that's what I say to them. I say that's what I say. But they deny it. They say I only use WhatsApp, and then you put their name in Facebook, and their profile comes up. So they're all trying to hide something. No, I'm not dating Ella. No, that um, that didn't work out. Razor, I don't know where you're getting all this rubbish from. One more dodgy comment, and you're here. We go. Thank you. Thank you, Johnny. I was about to do that. Razor's a bit rude. Any more questions? I've been going 2.5 hours. Like, I was going to walk around, but it's very hot. I'm the weakest link. Okay. Yeah, not me. Oh, good question, Johnny. Actually, thank you for your question. Thank you for that. I'm feeling much better. It's quite unbelievable that a year ago, my body was in such a dodgy state. A year ago, like when I left Cebu, when I was getting all those cramping, and yeah, it seems to be. I don't know what was happening at that time, but my body, my health, it seems to be. I need to go and have another health checkup somewhere. I might go and do it in. I might try somewhere in Manila if I can find a cheap day package like I did in Kuala Lumpur. I need to get my prostate checked, and I need to. What else I need to get checked? Prostate and something else. I can't remember now. But yeah, generally, it's I'm back to drinking, but I'm not drinking very much, and I'm walking every day, and I'm swimming every day, and I'm only working out twice a week, but my body shape is a lot better, and I'm not drinking as much as I did then. Maybe it was the drinking. I think it was the combination of the drinking and what I was eating as well. So I'm a lot healthier, a lot more healthier. Which from I'm down to like 72 kg or something. I'm down to. I don't know how. Yeah, I need to. I want to go and check the volume of my prostate and see what has happened to that. But apart from that, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a lot healthier than I was a year ago. Visa runs, yeah, but exactly, good point. I might go and check. Do a health check in Bangkok. That's a good point. I would like to do one in Manila. And what's his name did one? Tom did one in Manila. He went to a Japanese clinic in somewhere near here, but he didn't get a senior person's package like I did in Kuala Lumpur. He only got he's only half my age, so he got a young man's package. So they don't check prostate, and what else do I need to check? Something else that's, I can't think of it now. Something glaringly obvious I need to have checked. Yeah, I don't feel that much difference in the air quality. I felt in Cebu that the air was fine. I don't feel any different. Yeah, when I wasn't drinking, Brian, I could take it or leave it when alcohol came. For 6 months when I was on the wagon, I didn't miss it at all. But now I'm just having a couple a week. I'm not drinking like I did. You mean Manila's not going to be good as in the health check thing? They do good ones in Bangkok, don't they? Okay. You don't trust the IQ in the Philippines. Yeah. Maybe I'll go to Bangkok. Good point. Maybe I'll do that. That'll be a good health check run. Yeah, good idea. Jason Statham. Yeah. I wish I was, or not. I do. Yeah, I do. In Japan, I should have just, had a couple and gone to different bars. I mean, that's what I should have done. But so hindsight is great. I don't really want to drink. I don't really going to go, 0%. That's a bit naff. You either drink the taste beer and get beer, or Have a hair transplant, like what what's his name did, and his girlfriend had a boob job, and he went and had a hair job and hair transplant, and he you were considering it. Why? Why? That's going to be painful. Do you really want to put yourself through that pain? Just for hair? I don't know. I don't know whether it's worth it. Is it worth it? I would just shave it off. I mean, I should have shaved it off years ago. 50-50, yeah, exactly. 50-50. Shave it off, save yourself the pain. Depends how your head looks, bald, obviously. I think I've got a decent shaped head. I was talking about Michael Stipe from REM. He doesn't look like a great bald, does he? He looks a bit weird. Embrace the baldness, exactly. Depends how you look. You look young, so you're going to look 30. If you had, there's what's his name? There's Jonathan from Travel Escapes. He's only 30, isn't he? I'm sure he's not much older than 35. I don't think he is anyway. He looks great for his baldness. Good question. Where do you feel most attractive? That's a good question. Where do you feel? He looks 40. Okay, I don't know how old he is. I don't even know. I met him once in Bohol. I'm not too sure how old he is, but he looks great for his baldness. I am 64 in April. There's a song there. Where do you feel most attractive? What do you mean, where in my body? Or do you mean where in the Philippines? I think it is away from the big cities. I think it is somewhere like Mindanao. I feel more attractive. I think in places where there is not many foreigners, I think I feel, yeah, more attractive. Yeah. You're in Calcutta. I have been to Calcutta. I was there, when was I? I was there 2014, I think I was there. I love Calcutta. Calcutta is great. He looks 40, yeah. Find out his age. I want to know now. I want to know how old Johnny is. So, Mr. Calcutta man, have you been to the Philippines? Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I would say in Zamboanga, I felt quite special there. Where regular guys going, I think I felt quite good there. I felt quite special. That's because not many foreigners go there. But also in Zamboanga, you stand a chance of not being in Zamboanga, if you see what I mean. He always wears a hat. Okay, sometimes he doesn't. He's probably embarrassed. And sometimes he doesn't. He doesn't always wear a hat. I've seen his blogs where you met me in Central Street. Did you? I don't think you did. No, he doesn't always wear a hat. So Brian, you're coming up to 65, but people always guess him. That's good. That's good. And you don't drink a lot of alcohol. I couldn't be living in Newcastle with all those bitter pubs and not be drinking. There's some great pubs in Newcastle. I don't think I met you in Calcutta. I don't know where this is going, Surajit, but maybe you will not be here much longer. If you haven't liked, please like. There's not many likers here. I need to get it up to 69 at least. You're going somewhere else. Okay, so Johnny, can you get rid of Surajit? He's a bit Well, mate, hang on a minute, because you might be talking sense, so don't get rid of him too soon. Because I was taking pictures in Calcutta, so maybe he's looking at my Calcutta photographs. So don't get rid of him yet. They have a great tank factory. Do they? Exactly. I don't think. When were you last in Thailand, Johnny Lawrence? It's just for me. It's the conversation. It's also the conversation with the girls, which is, and the way they talk. It's very grating. It's just, oh God. It's just It's yeah. I'm not really. That's why I'm not a big fan of Thailand, but I do love Thailand. If you see what I mean. No, you don't. You didn't. You feel that click? No, I didn't actually, Zahir. That's a good point. It's a good point. When I was in Malaysia, I've been in Malaysia twice over the last year, and I was in Malaysia the first time last year, for 6 weeks, and I didn't feel the same. Although Malaysia is an English-speaking country, similar to the Philippines, I didn't feel the same. I didn't feel the same depth of conversation, I didn't feel the same depth of connection that I do in the Philippines. So Malaysia would be a second alternative to me. If I left the Philippines, I would probably go and live in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. But I don't feel the same connection there. No, even though they do speak the same level of English, I don't feel the same connection. If that answers your question. Thank you, James, for never been to Thailand. Right, okay, so you're contemplating where to go apart from the Philippines. Oh God, go to Vietnam. Vietnam is brilliant. It was 2 years ago. I spent a month in Vietnam. God, I can't believe that was 2 years ago. The women are amazing in Vietnam, but you might be, as a 40-year-old guy, you'll probably stand a better chance than me. I had no chance. I had no chance with the women in Vietnam. But yeah, Vietnam is wonderful. I would go to Vietnam and spend your 3 weeks holiday allowance and go to different places. Go to Ho Chi Minh and go up the coast to Da Nang and Hoi An. It's just brilliant. Just do that. It's just an amazing place, and cheaper as well. And for what you get for your bucks, it's a lot better. Check out my Vietnam videos. There's that place I stayed for $15. Include 15 American dollars, including breakfast in Nha Trang. Buffet breakfast. The rooftop pool was a bit small, very small, but it was a great hotel, lovely hotel. So yeah, the infrastructure in Vietnam is brilliant. Okay, so GGNet. I'm not noticing the difference. I mean, I keep out of politics, and I can't really talk about politics online because I will get flagged. Maybe crimes are high, but I'm not noticing it. It is hard. It is hard to communicate there, but I think it's, if you're choosing Thailand over Vietnam for this year, I would go to Vietnam. I would, if you've not been to either, I would go to Vietnam first. Yeah, I've probably been there about 4 times. In fact, one time I went there, I had been in India for the winter, and I spent 5 months in India for the winter. I was about to go back to the UK, but I literally flew to Da Nang and spent 3 weeks in a gym preparing myself to go back to the UK for the summer. So for 21 days I stayed at this lovely guest house in Da Nang, and it came with breakfast, and it was really cheap. I had a lovely room with a balcony, and the breakfast was included. And the gym was like a top-notch gym, very close to my guest house in Hoi An. So I flew to Da Nang, got a bus to Hoi An, and then stayed in this really lovely guest house. And every day I'd go down for breakfast, and this lovely lady who didn't speak much English would greet me, and I would say, "How are you?" And she would say, "I'm very well, thank you." And that was all she knew of English. And we bonded by her showing me photographs of her family or whatever on her phone. So every day I'll go down for breakfast and say exactly the same thing. And then one day I was in a bit of a bad mood. And I went down for breakfast. And she was cooking my breakfast. It always had the same thing. It was like fried eggs in a baguette. And she said to me, I hadn't greeted her. And she said to me, "I'm very well, thank you." And it was quite funny because every day we greeted each other. But that day I was in a bad mood. And so she pulled me up on it. So yeah, that is my Vietnam is a lovely people. Go to Vietnam. Yeah. Malaysians are very friendly outside of Malaysia. Oh, okay. So you haven't been there. So okay. Where I can't remember where you are, Zahil. Yeah, God. Yeah. The trouble is when people start talking about other countries, it's like, you know, I've only got so much time to travel around each year. I don't want to travel around as much as I have done in the past. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't, you know, I'm just feeling a bit weary about traveling to other countries so much. Yeah, so you're right. Indonesia is. I've been to Bali. I've been to a couple of the islands. I would like to go to Jakarta. I would like to experience all this. So yeah, but also there's Cambodia. People keep talking about Cambodia, and everyone abandoning the Philippines for Cambodia. Yeah. Asia is amazing. You're right. Every street is a feast. Exactly. You're right. You're right. You would like to go to one of those Korean spas, and yeah, I bet you would, and be treated by a gorgeous Vietnamese lady. Yeah. I have been to Cambodia a few times. When I was spending a lot of time in Thailand, I would jump on flights from AirAsia as if they were buses, and I would just jump on a flight to Siem Reap for the weekend. In fact, one week I was in Thailand and I brushed my leg against the curb, and I got a cut in my ankle, which went quite deep. So I had to go to stitches at a hospital. So I went to a hospital in Thailand, got stitched up. Went to Cambodia for 5 or 7 days, and then came back to have the stitches removed. So that's how I was using places in Asia as just like a buses. So I went to Siem Reap. Siem Reap is great. I like Siem Reap, and this is like I'm going back, you know, 2014. I'm going back 10 years. So Cambodia has changed a lot. So yeah, I would like to go back to Siem Reap and spend a bit more time there. Yeah, exactly. The accommodation in Cambodia is really cheap and a lot better than here for what you get for your money. An Asmir video. Exactly. Yeah, I've done that trip. I've gone from Dalat. I think I did it the other way round. I can't remember. I was first there 20 years ago. I've done Dalat. There's a train station there with a great clock. Is it Gare du Nord or something? In Dalat. And yeah, Nha Trang has got a great beach. Vietnam. Well, yeah, as we're talking about Vietnam, I'm getting quite excited now because Vietnam is a great country. And so easy to travel around as well. The trains and buses, it's very comfortable. And I went right up north. I went right up north to Sapa. Took a train from Hanoi up to Sapa, the hill tribes, which is brilliant. You were in Nha Trang in 1990. Gosh, you got there a lot earlier than I did. I wasn't there until early 2000s, like 2004, I think. Yeah, Vietnamese food is just brilliant. Their banh mi is just gorgeous. I think your mind's made up, Johnny Lawrence. I think you need to go to yeah, all Asian food is good except Philippines. I think you need to go to Vietnam. Tell me when you're going. 74. Are you saying? Oh, what's this? I'm not too sure what is going on. So this is 74. No, 74 Channel 8 TV is your vlog. There's your shout out. Yeah, in those days you needed a visa to go to another province. Gosh. Back in the 90s, you needed a visa to go. You could only get a 7-day visa in Burma. You could only go to the 3 different places in Burma. They're talking now about like a Schengen visa, aren't they? Where you can get like 6 Asian countries on one visa, which will make jumping between them all so much easier. I don't think the Philippines is included in that. There's other Thailand. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, Mitch, I haven't seen you for a while. Thank you. That's very kind of you. The Philippines is not included in this Schengen type visa where 6 Asian countries are considering grouping together and getting an Asian visa, which would be great. But you can't go to the Philippines on it. Laos, I went to Laos twice. I love Laos. Laos is brilliant. But I'm also talking many years ago. I'm talking 2009. Gosh, it feels so long ago. I haven't been to Laos since 2009. And it was great. Went to Luang Prabang, pronounced Wayne Chung, isn't it? And no, Vientiane. Isn't one of them pronounced Wayne Chung? Vientiane, Wayne Chung, Luang Prabang, and also I went through Laos to China. All this is quite muffled in my head, but I did go through Laos into China somehow. Laos was brilliant. I love Laos, and it's probably a lot more tourist traveller friendly than it was back in those days. But also in Laos, apparently you can't take a lady back to your hotel unless she's your missus. I think the laws in Laos with regards to dating are a bit outdated. Yeah, you can't. I saw a vlog. Who was I watching? I was watching Something Abroad. What's his name? Alex. What's his name? Something Abroad. And he was in Laos interviewing a British guy in Laos whose girlfriend. He could only go to his girlfriend's house. He only stayed at his girlfriend's house one night because he couldn't stay with his girlfriend because he wasn't married to her. And yeah, and if they got reported, they would get into trouble. So their dating Westerners experience is not very welcoming. You might get sure. You said, look, Johnny Lawrence, I'm going to have a man-to-man chat with you now. You say you want to go somewhere else, but you might get lonely. I think you should just get out of your Filipino comfort zone, and you need to try these other places. You need to try Thailand and Vietnam. Come on, you're 40. You need to try somewhere else. That's my fatherly talk to you. Okay, that must have been brilliant. You sound like you're well travelled. I met a lady from the Karen State I met her in Brighton. She was a Karen refugee. I wish I could remember her name. And she worked in, where did she work? Oh gosh, it's coming all back to me. Well, it's sort of coming back to me, but it isn't. Rent the girlfriend night in Vietnam. I'm not too sure what that goes on. Taiwan, exactly. I was in Taiwan. I was in Taiwan in 2008 after leaving Tokyo after 5 months. I went to Taiwan for a month, and that was brilliant. The Taiwanese are really friendly people. They're lovely. Taiwan would be good too. Look, you've only got 3 weeks holiday, haven't you? You need to jet around. You need to spend a week in Taiwan. Okay. I think Taiwan is probably easier to date than Japan as well. Whether you'd have a better experience in Taiwan than Vietnam, I don't know. You need to travel to them all and let me know. Thank you for subscribing. I have MT, yeah. I've been to Bohol a few times. I was in Bohol last September for 3 weeks. I love Bohol. I love Bohol. And I love the people in Bohol as well. But I wouldn't live there. It's good to go for a holiday. Pang Lao is good. And where's he gone? Where's Brian gone? Who spent some time in Bohol. Bohol is great. Check out my previous vlogs. Oh, you've been there twice. You've been to Japan. So what are you doing? Why? Why do you keep returning to Japan if you've been there twice already? You're like me. I'm quite similar, where I like retracing my roots, but you also need to go to new places. So I am still in BGC. It's now. I've been going 3 hours. What am I going to do? I'm going to walk back. I'm going to walk back to my area. So if you want to continue with me on my journey to Guadalupe, I'm going to do that. Once I like a place, I guess I am the same. That's why I'm comfortable in Manila and in BGC and in Guadalupe. I like retracing my steps because I do get comfortable as well. But sometimes I get too comfortable and don't move on. And you're a young man, young Johnny Lawrence. You need to move on. Right, we're walking through the gate back to the riffraff. If you're still watching, let me turn this around so you can have a view. Oh, it's hot, 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 hot. So,
Senior Manager,
oh gosh.
Manager ng seniors, si Mama.
I was just about to speak.
Sarap natin mag-muna. Yes. Okay, Ma?
Yeah, I'm going back to the wall. I'm going to show you the wall. Are you still staying at the same place? I am. I'm going to retire and my pension is $400. What? $400 a month? No. Not enough. That is well, in my opinion, that is not enough. $400, this doesn't sound like a decent pension. Exactly. $400 is enough for a condo, and that's about it. Might be enough for a few coffees, yeah. So this is where everyone stands at night and does their selfies. It's now very hot, so there's nobody here. So we're walking through down 5th Avenue. Walking down 5th Avenue in New York. I don't know what's more boring, looking at an empty street or looking at me. The cheapest and best place to go to? Well, in what respect? If you go to the smaller, if you stay away from Cebu and Manila, then it gets a lot cheaper. If you go to Leyte or away from the big places, out in the provinces, if you go to a Caranderia out in the provinces to get your food, it's going to be a lot cheaper than getting your food in a Caranderia in the bigger cities. Sorry, I had the phone pointing at me rather than at the tasty rack. Yeah, they do. The same price, yeah. My expenses are still the same. I'm going to be doing an expenses video this week. I'm still paying the same. Douglas, that's okay. How are you? The police, yes. Hang on, let's just turn this around. Yeah, sorry, I missed it. The camera was unfortunately on me rather than the tasty rack. Sorry. What was I thinking? I need to get into the shade so I can read the comments. Very hot. Ouch. Oh, you're at Uptown getting your hair cut. At Bruno's. Hello guys, welcome to my blog. They all say that. They all say that. Hello blog, welcome to my guys. I never knew what that meant. I still don't. Englishman in New York, yeah. It's a great tune. I think we all like nice racks, but in the Philippines, the nice racks aren't always on offer. So this is my walk back to my manor. If you can still hear me. Loud and clear, that's good. I'm glad you can still hear my nonsense. I thought the traffic might have drowned me out. I'll need to jump in the swimming pool when I get back. stop for a minute. Where are we? It looks hot. It is very hot. What is the best app to use to save money at hotels? Okay, so Agoda or Booking.com. I just use those two. Although with Booking.com, I do find that when you go to book the place, it says reserve only. So I tend to use Agoda all the time. Have you found yourself? Not really. No. No. Sahil asks about driving. No. Wear sunglasses. Well, if I put my sunglasses on, I can't read the. Oh, I can. There we go. Got my sunglasses on now. Have the temps started climbing? Not so much. It's been raining. It's sort of the end of the rainy season now, going into the March, April, May is supposedly the hottest time. So I don't leave the AC on. Funnily enough, I'm so acclimatised to the conditions here. I don't leave the AC on at night, and so I'm fine. You're heading to Greenbelt at 5 p.m. dinner, then I'm to head to BWW. What is BWW? You did more Airbnb last time. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I would prefer to do Airbnb. I think, yeah, I would prefer to go down the Airbnb route. If you can get good deals for, 15, 20 bucks a night, then that is not a bad route to go. Yeah, I should have a hat on, but I'm embracing my baldness. It can be costly. It can be costly. It depends how long you're staying. I mean, that's why in CDO and Davao, I was booking Airbnbs for weekly periods because, yeah, it does work out a lot cheaper. Airbnbs over a week. New development areas. That's a good question. I don't know if you saw my last vlog, just across the river. Capital Commons, I don't know where you are, but Capital Commons seems like a nice little area. Old foreign man giving expert advice on PH living. Depends. Is that what you're after? I use suntan lotion after I get out the pool in the morning. I do put on suntan lotion. So, but I don't generally during the day. I don't use it generally walking around during the day. Where am I? So Capital Commons, next visit June. Yeah, it's a good spot. It's a good spot. There's the Tipsy Pig. Is it a Tipsy Pig? Tipping Pig? There's a nice pub there. Don't get too excited. It's just good for a night out. But when I came through there, on a motorbike taxi, and it seemed like a nice area. It's lovely at night. It's all lit up. It's probably been there years as well. Not a new spot. So the other night when I was coming back from BGC to Guadalupe, it was absolutely lashing down, and I was sheltering here in this corridor, probably for about half an hour, waiting for the rain to subside. It's like I didn't want to be in BGC any longer. I just wanted to get back. So we're nearly there. Coming to the Gap. Shake Shack. Yeah, I've never been in there. Is that any good? Is that Shake Shack? I've gone past it quite a lot, but I've never been in there. There's a few Shake Shacks. I should be like a Filipino and use an umbrella, but I feel a bit of a tosser carrying an umbrella during the heat. But I should. So this is BGC. We're coming to the edge. Uptown is behind me. That is the way to Uptown Mall. But we're coming towards... I always hate it at these zebra crossings where they don't stop. At zebra crossings in your home country, in your home country, as soon as you step foot on a zebra crossing, they will stop for you. As soon as you step foot on a zebra crossing here, they speed up. There we go. He tooted to let me go. Very kind of him. Okay. Let's have a look. Where am I? See, I can't see with these on. Ortigas. Yeah. Ortigas is okay. Capital Common, yeah. Shake Shack. Ortigas. How do you get to Guadalupe? They don't actually. To be fair, 2 years ago they were closing that gate. Now, and there was a sign up saying this gate closes at 10 o'clock or something. They don't close it anymore. Apparently they don't close it anymore. So you you have no problems getting back because it doesn't close. Okay, so there is a healthy, what's it called? There is a healthy store option. What's it called? Healthy Options. There's a store called Healthy Options. It's going to be sunny over there. Healthy food, not really. I have trouble finding, shopping, eating healthy food. So as Johnny Lawrence will tell you, food and healthy options is not really very forthcoming here. Shake Shack is good but pricey. What do they specialise in? GNC in BGC. GNC is at the Healthy Options store. There is a store actually called Healthy Options, isn't there? Where am I? No street lights. Yeah, there are some street lights. There are street lights. There we go. There are street lights here. Okay, so this is a good place here. So I went to Canto Freestyle Breakfast. Canto Freestyle Breakfast is a good spot for food. And yesterday I ate in Angel's Pizza there. Last night I went to Angel's Pizza and it wasn't bad. It was like $10 for a pizza. I had a spinach pizza. I had a spinach pizza, which was really nice. I need to get through that gap. I need to get out of this burning sun. Where am I? We are in the... Yeah, sorry. There's no rack. Oh, yeah, okay, Landers. Hamburgers, I didn't know that. Okay. Hamburgers are everywhere. There's a new Minute Burger opening. Okay, Zark's. Zark's make a decent burger. They do. There are some decent burgers here. What if you ask someone to cook for you? Well, you need to find that person. Gino's Brick Oven Pizza. Okay, so I did Google pizza in BGC yesterday. Exactly, you need a hot Filipino to cook for you. Now I'm craving, okay, burgers are good here actually. You try to eat healthy food. Yeah. And can you find it? Where are you, Douglas? Big Belly Burger and Breast Burger are good. Beast Burger. Beast Burger is quite affordable. I went for Beast Burger the other day in Uptown. Now Uptown is, I'll show you. So let me turn this around. So we're coming up to the Gap. So this is the wall, this is the Great Wall of BGC. Here we are at the wall. So when you come out, you have the Mitsukoshi Mall here, and Uptown Mall is that way behind here. But here is the wall. Gosh, so hot. Hello. I can't see the comments at the moment because the sun is glaring. But we have arrived beyond the wall. Hello. Hello. It's very hot. Chopping down a tree. Hello. So you might notice that people are a bit friendlier here. Where am I? Yeah, the Angels burgers are, yeah, it's very cheap and not great. Their hot dogs are better. Where am I? Gosh, today feels extra hot when I choose to walk around. It's a very hot day. Where am I? Yeah, there's clothes sellers. They still have that. The clothes sellers are still there every couple of weeks. They have them at the moment. So there is BGC behind, and this is Guadalupe. Do you reckon it still goes? Oh, I don't think that's working anymore. Mad dog's an Englishman. Hello. Hello. Do people in this area know me? Some of them do. Some people know me in this area, walking around. Always get the same people saying hello. But I always feel comfortable walking through here. It's nice. It's a nice area, I think. So if any of you are new, I'm in Manila, in Guadalupe Nuevo, in Manila. If you haven't liked, could you please like? Hello, how are you?
Hello.
How's it going? Are you good? Ba, ba, ba. I'm nearly there. Is your place reasonably quiet? Good question. It's relatively quiet, but this is a busy street, and I have a room on the busy street. I mean, you can hear the motorbikes now. From 5 o'clock in the morning, it gets very busy. The traffic from 5 o'clock is, and they're blasting their horns, so it's not that peaceful. Hello, how are you? I know you're Raquel. You want to say hello?
Hello. Hi.
This is Raquel. She has 2 stores here, and she does very good karaoke. And one day we're going to do a duet. Here's your other one. Hello.
Hi.
Saying hello. You are live on YouTube. Take care. See you soon. Hello. Good. How you doing? Oh, hot, hot, hot. Oh. Where are we? Have I missed any comments? There we go, where are we? No, not by my channel, no. It is very hot today. The pool is maintained, yes. They say they clean the pool at 5 o'clock every day. I've never actually seen them cleaning it because I've never been up at 5 o'clock, but they do say the pool is cleaned at 5 o'clock. Yeah. Just going to walk to the Carinderia and then I'm going to switch off.
Don't know why, hindi naman ako
Okay, nearly finished. I'm going to the Carinderia. People always ask me where this Carinderia is. Oh, it's hot, hot, hot. Rusty, yeah, go and see Rusty. If I can get across the road. So this is Calayan Avenue, which is really quite busy avenue, right? Quite a busy road. It runs down to McCarthy. So I always get a jeepney from here up to McCarthy Avenue. It takes 10 minutes from here to McCarthy Avenue. Oh God! Oh my God! Well, that didn't go according to plan, did it? My healthy Carinderia is closed. Oh gosh, bummer. They never close. They never close. They're always open. As soon as I'm live streaming, they decide to close for the day. Oh well. Right, I'm going to look for somewhere else to eat. I've been going 3.5 hours. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I will see you again in a few days' time. Okay, take care everybody. Bye bye. Thank you for joining me. See ya. Cheers for moderating, Johnny. Take care. Bye bye everyone.